Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man. You see it, got my man Two Hands in the building. What's up,
Fire.
King?
You know what it is.
What's going on? We're just gonna give it a little time. Let's people time in, man. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is living off his daddy's name. Basically just took a bag to go a couple of rounds with Danny Jacobs.
Yeah, he took a whole bag.
Took a whole bag.
He took a whole bag. But the worst part about it was like that nigga brought out the type of energy to shit. I ain't seen that a boxing match in a minute though. Like they was throwing shit at the end of that jump. And it was packed in Arizona. You had all of the Mexican fans out, and I'm sure the Mexican fans gonna keep giving him the benefit of the doubt just because of who his father is, man. So they just hoping they gonna get a little glimpse of greatness out of that nigga, but it just don't never come, man.
Yep. So basically, I don't even give Danny this fight for real. I mean, I love Danny. I respect Danny.
What's good, Nick?
Danny.
Salute.
But I can't get. I can't really just be all like, oh, that's a name on your record. That's a resume filler to me. Like I feel like that was. I mean, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. quit on 3 different fights, bro.
Yeah, I mean that did absolutely nothing for Danny Jacobs. I just think for Danny Jacobs, you know, he's only gonna get a pass in that situation, considering the fact that he was coming up to a whole different weight. You know what I mean? And the fact that that nigga was on the juice and he was like 170 something plus pounds. But I don't think that him, you know what I mean, it being Julio Cesar Chavez has anything to do with it. I would hope that he ain't looking at that like nothing on his record, because that motherfucker ain't shit. So truthfully, you know, I would just say that Danny went up there to 170. You know what I mean? He went up to another weight class to try to test out his power, see how it felt getting hit up there, and see what's what. But that definitely ain't gonna do nothing for his record at all.
I don't think it's doing too much of anything for real. Two Hands, bro. Shout out to everybody that just slid up in the chat. I got my boy Two Hands in the building. Fire.
No way. Shout out to the chat. Let me see you in the building. Shout a couple people out though. Shout out LeBron. What's good, homie?
LeBron in the building. Toby Bartlett in the building. Boxing On in the building. What's up, Boxing On? You finally caught one. This man been hitting me up on Twitter, man. Shout out, boy. I see you. Finally called me one. I did this for you, man. Told you I was going to do a live, and it's going to be at the perfect time for you.
Oh, man. Try to get everybody up in the building, man. Try to shout out as many people as we can.
Hamid Hamdulillah. What's going on, bro? Nope, I didn't see it, bro. I didn't see it. I was actually at work, so I was going back and forth watching the fight, but I got to see the Jacobs fight after. That was... I'm going to get in that in a second. I'm going to tear into that in a minute. I'm going to just shout out to every people in the chat. What's up, Chris? What's up, Angry Dwarf? What's going on?
Salute.
What's going on, man? Jamaican Boxing. What's going on?
Salute.
What you do?
Mr. Blessing, salute. Once again, Toby Bartlett, salute. You ain't hear me. Nathan King, salute. BJ Ben, salute.
Chris, yeah, we came. Y'all already know who I got, bro. I done already told y'all many times who I got. I done already told y'all plenty of times.
What?
I got Charlo.
I was thinking about going live for the Tony Harrison fight tonight. Just live reactions.
Yeah, I got Charlo. That's who I got. I got Charlo winning. I think he gonna stop him. That's the only way he gonna beat. He ain't gonna. They not finna give him a decision because of basically him disrespecting the judges and all that, being on what he was on that fight. Now I'm gonna let you speak on that, Two Hands, for real, because you know more detail about that. But the way that Jermell was going about the whole situation from the first fight until this fight, it's just been fraudulent, bro. What's your take on it, Two Hands?
Man, that nigga has basically been exposed as what he is, man. And you want to know what it is? It's like it was a high-speed car crash with a fake nigga running into a real nigga. That's what it is. He ran into a real nigga his whole career. He ain't never had to be subjected to that energy. He thought when he took that Tony Harrison match, He thought he was probably a fuck nigga because of what happened with Jared Hurd, how Jared Hurd took a whole bunch of hits, a bunch of his punches that he had to walk through and ended up getting knocked out. And he probably thought he could put him down quicker. He was an easy headhunt. And he got out school, outboxed. And the fact that he doesn't feel as though he doesn't feel as though he lost. So that means he's not going to make any adjustments. His only mission, as he's even said in the fucking media, is that he wants to apply more pressure and let his hands go. You feel like the problem wasn't that you didn't let your fucking hands go? Bruh, you let your fucking hands go the whole entire evening, but you didn't show poise and you didn't take your time, you didn't use your jab. Now the fact that this nigga is fully in your head, you showing your feminine tendencies to the world, fucking neck snapping and all types of shit, like full on, like this man has his heart, bruh. Like some Mortal Kombat shit. If this was Mortal Kombat, Tony Harrison is Sang Shung, and he done snatched that nigga whole fucking soul. Like, and everything, and then he got pressure on it. He got pressure on his fucking building up on his shoulders that is amounting to fucking weights that he can't even carry because of the fact that he's taking a loss. The fact that this nigga's done hoard you in the media, that made timeless fucking press conference, post conferences, weigh-ins. You got to deal with the fact that if you lose tonight, it's over for you. You know he can't even speak. He can't even speak on his own accomplishments. When he talk, he always got to say Charlos. You know, he don't even look at himself as his own person. Like, yo, he needs to walk with his brother's energy to try to even feel like something to muster and make it through this situation. But bruh, it's not gonna happen. It's over for you. It's done. It's a wrap. You fucked up. You done been exposed to a whore, a fuck nigga, and a boxer with too many holes. Like for real, like niggas is looking at all of the niggas steady focus on knockouts, man, and completely disregard the sweet sign. He got outboxed in every way, unanimous decision. So in my mind, what I see tonight being Tony Harrison, unanimous decision, and I feel like he just wanted more, man. He wanted more. And this is the right type of champion, man. So I'm rooting for Tony Harrison regardless. Tony Harrison is the type of champion I want and need, especially in the PBC. If there's going to be a PBC champion holding the belt at 154 that I can respect, I can definitely respect J-Rock and I can definitely respect Tony Harrison. I cannot respect Jermell Charlo. He's the problem with niggas right now. All flash, no technique.
I got you. I agree with you on that. Only thing I don't agree is I think that Charlo is going to be more, I think he's hungrier for this fight. And I do believe also if Jermell do not win this fight, it's over for him. It's over for Jermell.
100%.
It's going to be a wrap for him. But I do got him winning the fight because I think he's a lot. I think he's going to prove something to people tonight, even to myself. I think he is. I believe he will. If he don't, I'll just take that and run with it. But I think he's going to show something tonight. And I think he's going to show better footwork because I think he did let his hand. You're right. He let his hands go. Fast hands beat fast feet. Shout out 1-2 Kid, man. Fast hands beat fast feet, man.
Fast feet beat fast hands.
You know what I'm saying? That night, fast hands was beating the shit out of fucking Charlo that night. But I think if Charlo had better feet, he would have beat Tony Harrison. And I think
he pressed a solid haymaker like 1-2 or a solid 1 the entire evening. He went overhand rights that entire evening, and the bitches was just finding air. Now I'll give it to him. The nigga got a high gas tank, but you see he's just flailing with emotion. Like, dog, he's not taking his time whatsoever. Yeah. Like, I don't and we both disagree on that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel as though when I look at this individual and when I see everything that I see in every press conference, I just see a mentally weak individual that is broken, that basically has to man up and take a situation to where the WBC done ordered the fight. Charlo didn't even take the fucking fight. The WBC ordered it. I don't know if people let that resonate too. So when I look at, because for me, boxing has always been for me 10% talent, 90% mental warfare. You know what I mean? And I just feel like he's a broken kid that has this whole lines only moniker, that's got this whole following of yes men behind him, that's pumping batteries in his back. He didn't have no choice but to take this fight. I don't even think he even knows if it's the right time for him, honestly. Like seriously, I think he just know he walking into a situation where he can't win. I gotta agree with Tony Harrison, man. Skills pay the bills. And I just think he got exposed for having a very, very lackluster skill set. Very good physical specimen, man. But like Jared Hurd and all of those guys were saying way before we got to see the Tony Harrison situation, he's always been perceived as a mentally weak individual. And I just think that plays a lot when you go get in the ring. It plays a lot on where your head is at, what you're paying attention to. It plays a lot on your poise, because that's the one thing that he has to be in this fight to be successful, in my opinion. I feel like he got to be poised, Boom. I feel like he got to be poised, keep that stick on him, shoot that jab, let them power shots, let him feel the power shots, but let him be precise and let him be very calculated. Pick his shots better. You know what I'm saying? Don't just flail him out there and headhunt. If he headhunts, man, it's going to be a long night for him, man. Because he can win the fight. He can win the fight. He definitely can win the fight. But he has to be a completely different individual than what he was. And I don't know.
He got to break him down. In my opinion, if Tony Harrison is going to beat Jermell Charlo, he has to break him down and move a little bit better. He can't move the same way. In my opinion, he can't move the same way he did the first fight. It's going to be like seeing a movie all over again for Jermell. And I think he's smart enough in that sense to stop, cut the ring off, and basically let his hands go the right way. Because he did let his hands go. And I stand corrected, excuse me. Fast feet beat fast hands.
Right.
Lomachenko, what he did to we all know that Gary Russell Jr. got faster hands than Lomachenko, but we saw what Lomachenko's feet did to Gary Russell Jr. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I think that with Charlo and Harrison, I think if he pot shots keeps the jab on him, move a lot better, and he counters good with that right hand, and he's catching him good. And I think he has to make Charlo feel like, oh shit, like I don't want that punch. He gotta make Charlo respect him to where he don't want to come forward as much. Like he don't want to be hella aggressive. Right. He gotta take him out of his game. And I think if he takes him out of his game where he don't want to come forward and he starts second guessing himself, because Charlo don't faint. The nigga don't faint. He don't do none of that shit. So if he start doing stuff that normally he don't do or that he wasn't doing in the beginning of the fight, out of nowhere, because he can't just bull rush him and walk him down and basically bully him like he would want to. I think that's the way Tony Harrison to get him. It's just by boxing him. And I think if he start catching him with hard counter shots, he could stop him. He could. Because people are saying that in the chat that people are underestimating Tony Harrison's power. And if Tony Harrison has the power that people are saying he got, then that's the way I could see him catching them. And the punches I think that will hurt Charlo the most is going to be the punches he don't see. I think the counters that Charlo don't see is the ones that's going to hurt him the most. And I think he's going to counter them good with some good straight right hands. In my opinion, I still think that if Jermell Charlo comes in the way I think he going to come in, cutting the ring off and actually using his jab, actually placing his punches the right way, not just winging and dinging for no good dang reason. If he's doing that, I still think he could win the fight via stoppage. But if Tony Harrison is basically boxing circles around him the whole night, Tony gonna win that because the judges are already going against Jermell. They're already going against him.
Yeah, like I actually spoke with some individuals that are very, 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 very favored in the PBC that said Jermell Charlo, like, considering that everybody, a lot of people feel as though Tony Harrison, if they are looking at it from the standpoint that I am, they feel as though he's going to win unanimous decision on points. Jermell Charlo has fucked up his favor as far as with the judges by going out in the public time and time again on this whole campaign with feeling as though he got robbed and saying the judges were against him. That's where he went wrong. You don't go up against legendary judges in the public and try to discredit these individuals and put them in a position where they should be investigated. And, you know, the WBC stepping in for you and stuff like that. And then you're basically shitting on the integrity of the judges because if your little following and your little casuals, they're gonna push that narrative as well. So if it comes down to decision, he don't have that. He's not the A side, and no point. Even though with his popularity and stuff like that, he is not the A side. I don't think people have been paying attention to the energy at the press conferences and how people have been all about Tony Harrison and how the game has shifted. Where Tony Harrison has built his popularity a lot as far as favoring the as far as public favor, due to the fact of what people have experienced from Jermell Charlo. And once again, man, when I look at Jermell Charlo, I look at Derrick James, and I look at what Derrick, like, and I just look at how Derrick James trains him, and I look at how Charlo comes out in every fight, whether it was Erickson Lubin, whether it was Trout, he always comes out the exact same, man. And I just feel like he's just going. I just feel like it's going to be, he's going to be outboxed and beat by points, man. But if not, it's going to be, if he, like I said, if he's calm, it definitely well could be a Charlo knockout, man.
For sure. We got my boy Jefferson in the building.
What up, D?
B?
What's
Who
good?
you got tonight? Who you got tonight?
What y'all talking about this morning, man? I heard some of it.
Tonight, the fights that's going on tonight. Who you got?
Well, which fight?
Charlo and Harrison.
Charlo and 10. I mean, like, the last thing I want to do is pick Charlo in a fight, either of them. But I just don't think Tony Harrison, man, like I just say this. You could talk, and I get what everybody's saying about the mental and all of that, but man, look, you can't talk in that ring. You got to throw them hands. And Charlo just needed to make, minor adjustments, man. Tony Harrison gave us all he gonna give us. That's all you're gonna get out Tony Harrison. A few minor adjustments Charlo make. If he makes them, he'll win the fight. But it's a good chance he don't win. Like, you know what I mean? This is a close fight. Tony Harrison already beat him. If Charlo lose his composure, he's gonna get beat again. I just think he gonna, these guys can talk all the shit they want, but he want to win. So I'm pretty sure he watched film. He's seen his mistakes. You know what I mean? And he's going to try to correct them. And it's only minor, like working the body and pumping the jab more. It's only two things he got to do, in my opinion, to beat Harrison. He was doing too much lunging and reaching. He got emotional, bro, because he couldn't catch him. If he worked that body and shoot that jab more, he going to beat Harrison. He going to stop him. If not, he'll get beat again.
Man, I was thinking a lot about the situation. I was thinking a lot about the Tony Harrison Jarrett Hurd fight. And Jarrett Hurd, Tony Harrison was beating Jarrett Hurd all night. You know what I'm saying? He was outboxing him all night. But Jarrett Hurd just kept coming forward, applying that freaking juggernaut pressure, hitting them with them power shots, and eventually, it softened him up and it ended him. But the only difference between there's a big difference between Jarrett Hurd and Jermell Charlo, though. Jarrett Hurd gonna stay inside on you. He's gonna smother you. He ain't gonna give you no breathing room. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, I think a lot of people underestimate, Tony Harrison's ability to take a shot. And I don't think people understand how basic of a Tony Harrison they saw against Jermell Charlo, and he was victorious. Like, Tony Harrison, he used basic fundamental boxing skills and didn't have to turn it up to beat that man. And then he didn't necessarily have to show any sense of urgency at any point in that evening in the boxing match. There were only very seldom times where Tony Harrison allowed himself to get clipped. And those were the times where what he does, which I do not like which I do not like at any point in Tony Harrison game when he does this, is when he takes his time and lays up on the ropes and eats shots to catch win. So he'll allow himself to catch a couple shots up top. Tony Harrison he just can't lay up on them ropes, man. And like I said, man, that just that basic fundamental boxing ability that he gave him, and he just beat him round by round that evening. As if the focus, it's just he's just completely focused, man. I just feel like it's a lot of different energy in this fight. And I just feel like when I look at both fighters, man, I just look at the drive and who wants it more, and the ability and the simple fundamental technique. I just think that Tony's just going to just easily beat him, man. I just think it's going to be real easy, but I think it's going to be brutal at the same time.
I don't know, man. Well, I mean, like, that's a great breakdown, but it's just when he do turn it up, when Tony Harrison do have to turn it up, that's when he get beat. You see what I mean? And I agree with you. Like, he didn't. He was lunging and doing all that dumb shit, so Tony Harrison could easily beat him. But like I said, if you make these simple adjustments, if he worked that body, Tony gonna figure out, damn, I gotta turn it up some. And when he goes to that next level, that's when he falls short, bro. And Jarrett Hurd don't hit harder than Charlo, bro.
Man,
you know what I mean?
He got a lot of fucking power, man. He got
He got power. He don't hit harder than Charlo.
I think it's underestimated by his style. The way he hits you, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jarrett Hurd is always digging. He's digging in, man. Like, Jarrett Hurd to me is like a grimy ass fucking coal miner, bro. Like, he's just in the trenches, dog, digging deep, and he's just chunking away all fucking night. And eventually you just gonna break, bro. He just breaks you. And no matter what's fucking flung in his direction, you can fling all of them. And I consider it, I'll fucking just be like, the jabs are the smoke in the fog, hitting them in the face and in the trenches. And he just avoid all of that shit, eat all of that shit, and he just breaks his opponent down, man. Like, I think it takes a very, very tough individual to go eat that all night, like Erickson Lubin cracked under pressure and that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, if Jarrett Hurd put extension on his punches and threw wide lateral hooks and shit like that, then he would probably show a lot more pop, because when it's coming from a Charlo, it looks like a real quick, wide distance thing. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really going to catch Jarrett Hurd mid-range with you fucking too much. You know what I mean? But I think...
You know what Jarrett Hurd got? A power shot is his uppercut. His uppercut is mean. Nasty. That uppercut's mean, bro.
It's like the Anthony Joshua uppercut at 154.
Yeah, that boy got a mean uppercut. I give him that. That uppercut done put most of his opponents, he got in trouble, got him out of there. That uppercut started the trouble, son.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Hell yeah.
Because, man, for real, man, one thing about Jarrett, man, and I love Jarrett because he's like my saving grace in the DMV, man, because he a dog, and you don't get too many dogs on that PBC side, man. I'm just like, yo, Jarrett Hurd is like because of his defense, he's not appreciating niggas like, oh yeah, you can wash him. Nah, it took a whole different Julian Williams to come in with a whole different strength and conditioning coach, a whole different level of fucking execution to get in there and beat Jarrett Hurd. That's how durable that nigga is. Like, Jarrett Hurd is like a black Jake LaMotta to me. He just stick it to you. He's just gonna come inside. He don't give a fuck about what you throwing, and then he gonna spit the blood out his mouth. And at the end of the night, he gonna be like, "Well, you ain't dropped me, Ray." You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, he got. Let me tell you something, bro. The dude he could take a lot of punishment. He proven that over and over and over again. You know, I used to say about Jarrett Hurd, the only thing that concerned me with him is that he used his face for a shield. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you can't do that. You know what I mean? Eventually that shit catches up with you.
Right. It's just like, man, like I said, like, I feel like J-Rock was a very special individual that night. Almost cybernetic, man. He came with all the right fucking enhancements, man, in place, man, to be the perfect type of pugilistic universal soldier. to get in the ring and fucking bang the fuck out and deal with it, because that's what it takes to deal with an individual like that. But I look at a lot of individuals around them in that fucking 154 fucking division, they can't handle no shit like that. That's why Jarrett Hurd was a unified champ, because he just got that fucking ability to just, once he gets in here, he's this fucking close to you. You're not gonna, you can't get him off you, man. And he's just gonna maul you to death, dog. The niggas like, it's crazy, because like that in its own is its own technique, man, because it takes a lot to take the ability to bang inside, take a lot of fucking punishment, and take a person's will and break them. Because you don't know if a person's will gonna break in the 5th round, you don't know if it's gonna break in the fucking 10th or the 12th, but it takes a lot.
And it's hard. It's hard for these other fighters to get their extension on punches when he that close. Like you can't get extension on it. You can't really, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's what makes his uppercut so dangerous, because the uppercut perfect for close range. Yep. But these cats trying to hook him and all of that, they can't get that extension on him. You know, uppercut and body work in the close range, that's what it's about. And that's what Jarrett Hurd do. He get up inside of you, hit that body work, and then boom, he'll snip that uppercut as soon as you drop them shoulders. And, you know, it's a good technique. It is. Yeah. But you can't keep taking all them hits. And J-Rock proved that. You know what I mean?
You can, because like I said, man, that was a special nigga, man.
Real quick. Thank you, Carlos Rosado. Thank you, Los, for the super chat. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man.
Shout out to Carlos Rosado for the super chat. That's a real one. He always shows
respect to you, Carlos.
Appreciate you for that, man. But I agree with y'all with the Jarrett Hurd thing. I think he should be blocking punches with his face and all that shit. I don't make no damn sense. Like, how you expect to maintain a long blocking punches with your face?
Yeah, I think he should have took the damn rematch, bro. Like that fight, like J-Rock beat him, but Jarrett Hurd can beat J-Rock. I think Jarrett Hurd could beat J-Rock, bro. I think he should have took the rematch, maybe put it back like 5 months or so, you know what I mean? Get in the gym, train. I don't know, bro. I don't like the backhand running that thing back, bro.
His line wasn't right. His trainer shitted on him. His trainer basically went to the public.
About him.
His mind wasn't right. He was sitting here tripping on that shit. You know what I'm saying? His trainer that he worked with for damn near his whole boxing career, you know what I'm saying, basically switched up on him. And then he had to go find a whole new person to work with, get chemistry with that person. Like, that's hard on the fighter, man. That's hard. I know some people might not realize that, but that's hard on the fighter, man. Dude, you've been working with. That's like if Andre was still fighting and Virgil Hunter just cut out on him and spoke bad on him and just dipped out on him. Andre gonna be hurt, bro. He gonna be hurt. He might not show it on TV, but he gonna be hurt, bro. That's all I'm saying. You gotta. I get it from that perspective.
Andre got hurt by what's that kid name? He can ready to fight this weekend. Atlantis Fox, tall dude.
Oh Andre, yeah, he fighting Liam Williams, ain't he?
Liam Williams, yeah. Andre got hurt.
He gonna smoke Liam Williams. Liam Williams talking a lot of shit.
Nah, bro, I picked Liam Williams. But look, Andre got hurt by Atlantis Fox. I mean, you know what I mean? That dude's not a power punch. I think his knockout ratio like 42% or something. And that's why Andre's chin is questionable as fuck to me, bro. You know what I mean? And his chin and his power. Because if you let a dude like, I done seen journeyman and low-level fighters go the distance with Atlantis Fox. You know what I mean? I'm basing it off of just like what I was looking at like last, because I was just looking at, you know what I'm saying, last night, measuring up what they had going on, what I seen in their training and shit like that. I'm just measuring it off like what I'm looking at in the stature. I was just looking at the way he was shooting his jab and shit last night, using his range and his, you know what I'm saying, his uppercuts on the inside and shit. And I just feel like, I don't know. I think that might be, I think he might upset him and get the win, man. Like, I'm not invested in that fight in no way, shape, or form. I'm just looking at it from just, you know what I'm saying, physical specimen and what I seen and just their skill set at that point right now. I think he's done developed a little bit more to his game, so you know what I'm saying, and I think he a little bit more focused to where he can come in and he can steal and win. You know what I'm saying? But if he don't, he don't. Like I said, I'm not that invested in it. I ain't that invested in his career, but as far as what I was just paying attention to previously, you know what I'm saying, yesterday evening, I think that, you know,
I think that the kid, you know what I'm saying, bringing something to the table, it's going to be a fight. I definitely know it's going to be a fight.
Mm-hmm.
So you think Fox gonna beat Williams?
I think he's gonna get the W, man. I think he really can get the W tomorrow night, man. I think your man Liam Williams focused on being, you know what I'm saying, the main event, man. He feel like he's supposed to be the main event over Triple D right now, man.
But man, that fight, did you see the fight with him and Liam Smith?
Yeah, I did see that fight. That joint was ugly.
I think they fought twice, man. Look,
yeah, they did. They did do
yeah.
it.
Hey man, they was rocking out that fight. I don't think this is the thing with that I noticed with Fox, because I was doing some study on him, right? He fades out like around after 7 or 8, bro.
Mm-hmm. He do like his conditioning is kind of shaky.
Yeah, and you can't do that against Liam Williams or Liam Smith. Like those dudes
he got a tank. Yeah, he got a motor.
Yeah,
he got a motor. So my thing is yeah, you're gonna have to be able to because that's the thing with Atlantis Fox, man. He exerts so much energy in the earlier rounds. He always gas in the late with that movement and that hand speed. So he might just have to, like, for real, I feel like he might have to take off the first 3 rounds. Be patient like the first 3 rounds, three rounds, and then turn it up on the later rounds to get the W.
And that is what he's not gonna do. That's what he's not gonna do, because, and I agree with you, if he did that, that would help him. But he ain't gonna do that. I watched about 3 or 4 fights with this cat. And he started off, he come bringing it. Because he tall, he lengthy. He got a good jab on him. He got a real good jab on him.
Solid motherfucking jab, bro. He
got a good jab on him.
He got good footwork. He know how to move for real. And like, for real, I even like this little inside game too. But I just feel like, man, he one of them fighters to where I'm like, yo, he got mad talent. I'm just like, what tonight is really going to define. They fight tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, tonight is going to define really what he's going to do with it or not. Because if he get this W, you know, there's other big things for him in the works for real.
He ain't gonna go but so far though.
Nah.
But I tell you this, that fight he fought with what's the dude, Nick Brunson, he stopped him, right? But if you look at toward the end of that fight, when he stopped him, Brunson just got sloppy. That's it. That's why he got stopped. But at the end of that fight, bro, Brunson was catching him with everything but the motherfucking kitchen sink, dog. He was catching him to the body. He was catching him with hooks. Like the dude, he faded. Hey. But both of them was fading. That was the problem. And Brunson got caught. You see what I mean? Then he put Brunson, he got him out of there. But you fade like that against Liam, bro, you toast, dog. Because Liam keep coming. Bro, and them 2 fights with Liam Smith, bro, they were 2 good fights. You know what I mean? And Liam bring that pressure early too, and he worked that body. That left hook to the body, Liam, man. That tall, lanky motherfucker ain't gonna be taking them body shots like that, bro.
Shout out 1-2 kid. Salute.
1-2.
What's up? What's up with 1-2? What it do? Yeah, I'm sorry, Jess. I can't let you on, man. I can't let you on, man.
So this is what I want to talk about, because this like for me is going to be my next, for real, my next 2. It's going to take up my next 2 fucking months, man. 2 fucking months, man. I mean, like, so just get ready. Fucking subs, be ready. I'm gonna be talking about this shit, throwing this shit up. It's gonna be a whole bunch of videos on this shit, man. Tyson fucking Fury and fucking Deontay Wilder too, man.
And we got D Jefferson, the Tyson Fury man right here, D Jeff.
That's right.
Gonna let you know all day, every day.
But y'all can talk.
So you got the
oh snap! Look at that there, John Martin. Respect to
you. And Vegas.
Good looking, John, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, John. That's what's up, man.
On the super chat. What says he ain't got no question up there?
He said, it's Wolf Martin, MBBC. You understand where I'm coming from.
Shout out Wolf Martin, MBBC all the way the fuck up. We in the building.
That's what's up, man. Much respect to you for that, John.
Bro. I appreciate it. Hey, I want to say this before we go into the topic, the man Two Hands spoke on, and we finna put this in motion, man. When we get these donations, man, we taking these donations and we trying to do something with it. We trying to come to the UK. We trying to push with y'all, man. So it's not, we ain't trying to get no super chat, no donations and put it in our pockets. We trying to take these super chats and these donations and we want to give it back to y'all by coming to the UK, spending time with y'all personally, you actually meeting us, actually being able to touch us and talk to us, man. So understand that when we get these super chats and these donations, we setting stuff up so we can come to the UK or we can go anywhere in the globe or anywhere in the country of America and come see the people that talk about this sport of boxing, man. So understand that we not finna disrespect these donations, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. Like, my whole thing is, man, honoring the game. So my whole thing about a super chat is this, man. Y'all taking y'all time out to sit here and show us motherfucking love, listen to us talk shit, and y'all appreciating, you know what I'm saying, the content and the conversation that we are bringing to the boxing game, man. And just, you know, so y'all take time to understand that we even honor the game. So whatever y'all put into it, because I don't want or don't necessarily need your money. So if that money is coming in on a super chat or a donation, everything is going to putting that shit back into subscriber appreciation. Like, I'm really trying to motherfucking touch down certain cities, meet up with y'all, sit and drink with y'all, talk boxing with y'all, watch fight shit, meet up at fucking fights, go to fights, do shit like that, go to certain parts of the world and sit and chill with motherfuckers and really connect with each other and just keep this shit about boxing, man. Because at the end of the day, we all here for the love of boxing, man. And I got mad love and respect for y'all taking y'all time out and fucking with me. Like Jay-Z said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with me. And I appreciate that. And that's 100.
You feel me? I just had to get that out. And I got another stream coming soon. And that's gonna be the future of the NBBC. As soon as I get my work schedule set up, it's gonna be me, Two Hands, Myron, and more than likely Andrew is gonna be us on the panel, and we're gonna be letting y'all know what's the future of the NBBC going forward in 2020. I got it's finna be a DT is still, we still got that going, just work and all that from me and Myron to catch up. But as y'all see, got my boy Two Hands. We locking it in, so it's finna be me and Myron Magnus, and we finna have a me and Two Hands show as well.
I gotta say something, man. You can't call it a movement if everybody is sitting still. That's a fact.
Facts, bro. And you NBBC too, right, Mr. Two Hands?
Facts.
That's what's up, bro. You got some good motherfuckers rolling with you there, boom.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, man. We here, bro. It's not a game. It's not no us versus them type of thing or some trying to make it a blood crip thing. It's a movement of just truth, boxing, true media, new media, all that. I'm gonna tell y'all something too, because we still finna talk about this Tyson Fury. We ain't finna get away from that. Don't think we not. All y'all that's out there think we finna get away from that shit. But I made myself, before I did all this shit, I came out with my whole little new media thing because I was trying to show, not trying to because I did it. I was showing y'all what new media is supposed to be. Not what they say it is. What it's supposed to be, what it's supposed to look like, okay? That was how I started. That's what made me start it because I wanted to show the world what this new media movement, since I know everybody say new media is dead, and I tell y'all over and over again, I'm new media. I'm real new media. I'm what they trying to be. I'm what they supposed to be, but they not. You feel me? So understand that.
The fact of the matter is, we're a motherfucking problem. And you know, and I ain't even gotta really bring that up, but since we are on the topic, people don't understand what's about to happen. All I can say is, man, just all you gotta do is just watch. I mean, the proof isn't just how fast shit is moving, man. And like, I don't take none of that shit for granted. And I know it's got everything to do with the people that's watching. And I know, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of motherfuckers that's over on that sucker side too, that come over here. They gonna start off one way. They gonna come over like, you know, they like Sour Patch Kids. They gonna come over, they gonna talk their little negative shit. or whatever. But then they gonna realize when they sitting in the chat and they marinating what the fuck is going on, and then they gonna realize that they kicking that fuck shit over there, and they gonna come over here for real buy some content. That's just the way it go. Because one thing that you can never override, you can't override what's real, man. Real always gonna conquer what's fake, bruh. That's why these niggas having problems now. And you know what's going on out there. I ain't even gotta mention it.
A
But
lot.
y'all know what's going on out there.
A
I
lot.
know what's happening with them. And it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. They looking bad out there. They looking bad out there, man. The people, they already getting perceived in a certain way. And it's all to their own doing, man. Like that's what happens, man.
Myron on this Aerospace shit. He on this Aerospace shit this morning. This afternoon, I say.
You already,
Well,
look, man.
I got some news about Errol Spence too.
That's like his show prop right there, D. Every Myron Madness live has to have a fucking bottle. If it ain't got a bottle, it ain't Double M.
Bullshit.
Boxing Logic,
Only the boxing brew.
It's the boxing brew.
Hey,
bro.
Yeah, man.
That's like
Welcome
an hourly,
to my
that's
boxing
like an
talk
hourly
legacy,
joint
man.
Only
right
the
there.
boxing brew.
That's an hourly joint right there for you, Double M. The boxing brew. You should host that joint like once a day. Get your motherfucking lighting and shit right. Have your proper cognacs and shit.
Point.
Talk your boxing shit and pop your shit.
That's what it is. The boxing brew. We all gonna be a part of it.
Oh, man.
Double M. Glad to have you. You know what I'm saying? Just had to we gotta let the people know. Hold up, we gotta let the people know. You know what I'm saying? That when we're gonna do a DT Magnus, because they've been asking, they miss us, Double M.
Tonight after the fight.
What'd you say?
Tonight after the fight.
Tonight after the fight. Y'all heard it first. Tonight after the fight, DT Magnus.
After Charlo Harrison, after this motherfucker fight, we gotta go live.
Yeah, I'm definitely going live on after Charlo Harris. I think I might be going live doing Charlo Harrison for real.
That's what's up. Then we there, baby. And then everybody go to 2 hands.
Don't matter.
This shit, like for real, like I don't give a fuck. Whoever kick it off, man, I'm with the shit because that's gonna be that shit's gonna be talked about for a while, man.
Hey.
Niggas might as well get ready. Go ahead and set aside a couple hours because after that shit, oh man, it's gonna be some shit to talk about.
Peace and pugilism to everybody. DT3, 2 hands, and my man D Jefferson. Peace and pugilism to you.
In the
what's
build.
up? I want to shout out.
Get them likes
I
up.
want to shout out Leighton Evelyn in the chat, man. Respect,
That's my guy.
respect, Leighton.
Shout out Leighton Evelyn. Yeah.
I don't know. I maybe not. If I'm not, I'm gonna be on one of the NBBC channels.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't did boxing commentary in a minute, but I'm definitely gonna do one of these fights tonight. It's too many fights, man. I might do Daniel Dubois and FL Jagler. I might do those 2 fights.
Actually, I might do this fight because it's gonna be so hilarious, and I can't.
True Bomb Jake, they're gonna need a 4-point harness to hold themselves in for shit. I'm gonna be kicking.
It's a big night, man. It's gonna be a big night of fights tonight. I mean, I think especially after what happened last night, I think tonight is finna redeem some sense of boxing. You know, you got Chavez, he fighting for the check. He ain't fighting for the name, he fighting for the check, man. He's like, Dad, I don't care about your name. I'm getting more money than you.
Man, like, yo, he took No Mas to a whole nother fucking level, bruh.
Oh,
yeah. Yes, he did.
Oh,
real.
He took No Mas. No Mas. He's sitting there and Andy Ruiz eating with him.
Poor little JJ.
This is the live reaction of what Julio Cesar Chavez did when his son quit in the motherfucking corner of the ring.
El Padre ain't know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did, dog.
That was I did a reaction video.
That shit broke my motherfucking heart.
Shit. Oh,
bruh, that shit broke my heart to watch a legend with his in his lap.
Yeah, I might do both commentary for it, bro.
You had that nigga head in his lap. The legend Julio Cesar Chavez.
Come on, 2 hands. Let's be easy on JJ.
Nah, fuck all that. Being easy on that nigga.
What?
I'm rough riding like shit on that nigga.
Oh,
Get on his
Like, that
helmet.
nigga don't deserve. Hey, look, man.
Cap back.
This
Look,
is the world
I
of
got time for
boxing.
that.
Y'all niggas,
oh.
you not gonna come out the
Mm-mm.
areas like, yo, I was surprised. The energy in the building was crazy. It was packed
Oh.
out.
It was.
Them
I'm
niggas,
Chavez threw a punch. They went nuts.
man, them
JJ,
niggas, and they
JJ
hit that
mucho
nigga with some
pressure.
mean shit,
LJJ mucho pressure.
bruh. The fact, man, yo, I ain't never seen bottles thrown at a boxing event in a long fucking time, man.
Oh,
Man,
How you got?
He got hit in the head with a fucking
Man.
bottle.
How you got the whole crowd on your side and quit? The whole
Quit.
crowd.
the
On
entire
your,
crowd? Yes.
And then he
Hey,
quit after the
leave
nigga
Phoenix.
hit him with some hot shit.
Phoenix, my third
he
home.
buzzed my
I
nose,
lived in
Papi.
Phoenix.
He buzzed my nose, Papi. He thought he
No.
buzzed my nose, then he headbutted me in the face. I cannot do it. Oh, I'm too crazy.
Hey, Punch.
Poor
Please.
little
Nah, bro.
JJ.
Hey, Punch. Nah, bro.
Fuck
We
me,
still
fuck
trying to come up with the name
Fuck
of the
me.
show. So we figured we would try it this way. We would just go live because I feel as though the best way to get some fucking good ideas is the feels, man, just vibe. So that's why
Going
we
through
just
the moment.
and
Sometimes
shot
the
the
best
live
ideas,
and then
the
let
best ideas
everything fall into
oftentimes
place,
come
man.
through
But we
off
gonna
the
bring that shit in
spontaneity.
the years right. Shout out
Come on in
Andrew
here, Andrew
Tucker.
Tucker.
Man, where you at, Andrew?
Get in
Tucker,
here, Andrew
bro.
Tucker.
Get in here, boy.
Get your
Get
ass
in here, Andrew.
Get up
Hey,
in
Where
here,
you
man.
at, Andrew?
Everybody, say happy belated birthday to Andrew Tucker. His birthday was on December 1st, the same day as my
Happy
girl.
belated birthday, Negro.
Happy belated birthday,
bro.
Andrew.
are you on the first, Andrew? I'm on the first too. The 1st of August, but the first day of the month.
Hey, who got the check? Hey, you know that nigga birthday solid. Shit, first of the month too.
Can
They get
everybody
big
subscribe?
checks.
Can everybody subscribe to D Jefferson? He has a magnificent channel and one of the realest motherfuckers out
Appreciate you, my man.
all day. Thank you for the love lately. Appreciate you.
Hey, Myron,
We're just going
look.
back and forth.
Myron, look, check it out though. I used to come to your channel, but Boone let me know that you changed the name to Boxing Logistics United. So
Boxing Logics.
Boxing
Nigga,
Logic.
you
My bad. But look, I
Boxing
used to
Logics.
have
That's
look, Myron,
bullshit.
I used to have D Jefferson debate cage, right? I used to run around with that logo, but I switched my logo to my, I started going around on Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. So I couldn't find your channel. And then when Boone told me Boxing Logic United, that's when I started rocking with you. You know what I mean? I never stopped rocking with you, my nigga. It's just like I couldn't find the channel.
When I say of late, I didn't. Something comes out. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, I changed the name because Daz had their foot on my neck. So I thought maybe if I changed my
Who had
name,
their foot on your neck?
I thought maybe because if I changed my name, they'd let their foot off my neck. But my IP address don't change, so it didn't do shit. I might change the shit back to Myron. I might change the shit back to Myron Madness. Go back to my old ways.
Hey, I'm always gonna go against the grain. Look, hey, everybody in the motherfucking live, everybody that's commenting the shit, I'm gonna let y'all know. It's always gonna be a problem with two hands. Cause I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm always gonna keep it authentic. I'm gonna keep it real.
Net neutrality, two hands.
My name Two Hands, and I don't give two fucks. And I ain't worried about no system. We ain't sucking no dick for no press passes or crushing credentials out here. We ain't selling our souls to motherfuckers.
You don't got to. You don't got to.
To chill with no fucking
you don't
niggas.
got to. You just gotta make wise moves.
Cause I'm a bomb first. Just know that. Just know that. At all
and,
times.
We don't got to
I
stuff.
tell you this.
This
Nobody
ain't
I tell you
the
this
BB
about
boxing
Mr.
channel
Two
over here.
Andrew, get your ass in here.
Look, I'll tell you this about Mr. Two Hands too. What he say, he mean. And if you want that smoke, come get it. He'll give it to you.
All I'm saying is your ass ain't gonna survive on YouTube that long.
I serve that shit up. Nigga, my Weber grill stay with charcoals in it, nigga. I want all the smoke.
Hey, LeRon got something for you, Myron. LeRon got something for you.
Hey, when a major media outlet like Daz and themselves
Who is it? Who is it, Myron?
The motherfuckers the motherfuckers
nigga.
I'm fighting for. The motherfuckers I'm fighting for, Daz, when they themselves put
Stop calling that shit dancing.
Nah, when they themselves put their foot on your neck, bro. Hey, Slim, you ain't going through what I went through.
Oh, so you gonna go straight DMV on me? You gonna slim me?
Slim.
You gonna slim me? That's what we doing. Come on, Mo. Chill, what kill, Mo?
2 hands. Hey, Joe, look, when motherfuckers was getting 5,000, 8,000, 9,000, well, a lot of y'all don't remember, I guess, because y'all wasn't on it. If D was there, he remember the old channel. I was bubbling. I tried to expose a you know who, not saying his name. I pumped up the video. They said nope. Then themselves said nope, and it all started. I was like, oh shit.
They pump their brakes on you.
Hey, I gotta
net neutrality is real.
Oh yeah.
Hey Myron. I was asked. I'm not gonna say who asked me, but I was asked by a particular person that told me to ask you about what do you think about Canelo vacating the WBO light heavyweight
belt. Why
you
niggas setting traps? Why y'all setting traps? Say that again. Canelo what?
Canelo vacating the WBO title, and he is mandatory for.
That specific person already knows how I think about it. That specific person already knows what I think about it. Now, D. Jefferson said it was for the WBO. He came to the channel, that video, and said it was for the WBO lower title, not the regular. I didn't know the WBO had a regular and a super champion, but he said it was for that. So your boy Boo Boo Andre, Demetrius Andre, wasn't going to be the mandatory for him if Boo Boo Andre relinquished his middleweight title and went up.
Shout out Tyrese Blue.
I don't know how legit to that. I'm not saying D. Jefferson wasn't right with what he's saying. I'm not saying that, but I don't know. But I just don't like all this getting the belts, then vacating. I don't like all that bullshit. You know what I mean? And why are you doing it? It has to be a method to the madness. Has to be a reason for why you vacating the belt. So I do believe he was scared. I do believe I do believe he was scared. Damn it, 2 hands. I do believe he was scared. I do believe he was scared of Boo Boo Andre maybe stepping up and challenging him, becoming a mandatory for the super middleweight belt.
I don't. You know what? I gotta be honest with you, bro. And I was just talking about Demetrius Andre's chin. I don't think he can make it.
Make what?
A belt at 168.
You don't think I don't understand.
I don't think he can win one at 168. Who he gonna beat?
You don't think he can win one at 168 for real?
Andre? Nope.
Explain, elaborate.
Okay, Caleb Plant, he got good movement just like Andre, but he got way more pop. It's gonna be hard for them to find each other. Benavidez is a dog. He'll beat Andre. He's long, so he'll get to him. If he got a chance,
Andre got a hard jab.
Man, he do, but he ain't, man. That dude, look, he put Selecki down in the first round. This Selecki we talking about, he couldn't finish him. I ain't really too.
Hey, but D, you gotta remember though, Selecki is the same person Daniel Jacobs went life or death with 12 rounds and fucking Boo Boo Andre dropped that man in the first and beat that man every fucking round in the fight.
If Selecki wasn't bringing the same fight as he was in the first round, go ahead, 2 hands. But D. Jefferson, all respect to the world. Speak your mind, D. Jefferson.
Andrew.
What's good with your family? What's up, man?
Baby, bro?
Yeah, man.
What's up, baby?
I'm in Chicago. I'm in Chicago, man. I'm in Chicago for a couple of. Hey, man. I'm in Chicago for a couple of days. Hey, I'm in Chicago for a couple of days with the fam to come show my face real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? Had to come show my face real quick, man. I respect and love every single one of you cats, man. All of you cats, man. I love all you cats, man. Real talk.
You in Chicago, baby, bro?
Yeah, with the family, man. I'm gonna be here for a couple of days. So I'm here with the family, man, and
it's the Chicago side we see when you turn it up on YouTube. Okay, we understand now.
Yeah, man. But
when he turn it up on YouTube.
Yeah, man. Hey, how y'all? Hey, man. How y'all feel about who y'all got for the fight? Who y'all think gonna win this fight, man? Tony Harrison or Jamal Charlo, man? Who y'all think gonna win this fight, man?
I'm on an island. I'm on an island by myself. I think Charlo.
No, you ain't by yourself. I got
No, you're not.
Charlo by knockout. Or TKO.
Oh, okay.
By TKO.
Yeah, I got 10th round TKO.
Super Bad Harrison beating his ass all night. Unanimous decision.
Hey, you know,
I think
this one
Harrison. It's gonna be a good fight. I think Harrison got this man. Harrison in this man head for real though, man. I think Harrison know what he got to do. I think Harrison know what he got to do. I think Harrison know what he got to do this time. I think I know he gonna be. Listen. I think Harrison knows what he got to do. Charlo is going to come to fight. Don't get me wrong. He gonna be looking for the knockout, but I don't think it's gonna be there. I think Harrison gonna be too smart for this guy, man.
Too smart, too slick.
He gonna look for the knockout, but it's not gonna.
Let me ask the question.
Yeah, I agree. He too slick. He crafty. He crafty. He's slick, man. I think he gonna have the right game plan to really take away what Charlo is gonna come to do. I mean, don't get me wrong. If the knockout comes, the knockout comes. It's possible, but I don't think Harrison gonna give it to him. I think the guy's too crafty, too skilled of a fighter. I think he's smart. I think he gonna take away what Charlo's gonna try to do, man. I could be wrong though, but I'm just saying this is how I feel though.
Question to the panel. Question to the entire panel.
Two-piece, no biscuit.
This is Alliance Promotions function, and the Charlos are dominating it. If it goes to the cars, do you think it's going to be a fair judgment?
I got some inside information on. I got some inside information on it. That line, just because it's Lions Promotion, if it go to the cars, it don't mean nothing. Jamel Charlo is not favored by the judges.
Nope. I'm gonna speak on that too in a second.
Well, what's up with
I agree.
Hello, Mrs.
Yeah.
Hello, Mrs. Boone. Hello, Mrs. Boone in the background. Hello, Mrs.
That's
Boone.
my daughter.
Your respects to the first lady of DT3, the Boone.
You know that's my daughter, right?
That's his daughter, fool.
Yeah.
That's his daughter, fool. Bruce in the bed.
Motherfucking
bed. Dark Knight. Shout out to Dark Knight. Bruce motherfucking bed.
Bruce motherfucking bed. What's love and respect, my brother?
Bruce Wayne in the building.
Hey, we need to get Bruce on. Bruce, come on live. Bruce, get your ass on here.
He at the gym.
Okay.
He at the gym.
What up, Bruce?
He at the gym.
Peace out, Bruce.
That fire, boy. Bruce be dropping that fire
all day.
Just so y'all, just for those who know,
Bruce,
that's my boy.
Hey.
But I was gonna speak on that about the whole Charlo. You know, the Charlo said I did a video with him with his live stream on Instagram saying that he's going to pick his own judges because he wants to have it all his way. So if it's under Lions only promotion, it's more likely he picking his own judges. They own his payroll.
That's no good.
Yeah, man. Like, yeah. DT3 got something right. He got something right there, man. For real. He got something right. He got something right there, man. For real, man. Like, listen, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, and I think the thing is, man, if it, you know, I kind of feel the same way. If it was fight, you know, really close fight, I think they're gonna get a decision to Charlo. I won't be surprised if this fight. I wouldn't be surprised if it end up being a trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at all if it end up being a third fight.
A real grudge match. You're absolutely right.
You know, if Charlo was to win the decision,
you're absolutely right, boo.
I wouldn't be surprised if it be a third fight. If Charlo win this one, I wouldn't be surprised though.
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't.
I agree with you. 100%.
Hey, Myron. Hey, Myron, my man said don't go driving the Ferrari right now.
Oh yeah.
Don't what?
I feel you.
Said don't go driving the Ferrari.
Don't go driving what?
I said my man said don't go driving your Ferrari right now. Keep the keys locked up, dog.
And listen, my boy is too smart. He's too smart for all that. He ain't no Errol Spence Jr. The young, he ain't no Errol Spence Jr. You feel me? No disrespect, but he ain't no Errol Spence Jr. You feel me? My too smart. My too smart.
Hey, the Ferrari is my dream car. I'm not wrecking it.
I'm gonna tell you something like this. Shit, we grew up.
A Ferrari GT. Oh my God.
Yeah, look, we grew up in the struggle. If I get my hands on a Ferrari, I'm not driving. Man, look, I'm driving that bitch totally sober. You crazy, man? I'm not wrecking that motherfucker, dog.
Absolutely not. That's how you know. That's how you know.
Who y'all going with?
That's how you know.
We kind of
grew up in the struggle.
So what y'all going on with the upcoming event with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury? What's going on? What's y'all thoughts about that, man? What's going on? Because me and you
I'm going live.
I don't want to go first.
Hey, I did a video. Y'all already know who I'm going with. I did a video. Y'all already know who I'm going with, man. For real. Y'all know who I'm going with. I don't even want y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. I want to hear what y'all got. I want to hear what my brothers. I want to hear what my brothers have to say first. Y'all say me for last, man. Y'all know how I feel about this.
I'll go first.
I'm gonna go first. I'm picking Fury. I'm picking Fury to lose. I already picked Wilder to beat him. I'm going with Wilder to win. Yep, I said it. Yep. So what? I'm picking them to win based on I think Wilder is going to utilize his jab better. I think that's what's going to be the difference maker in the fight. Is he's going to jab Tyson Fury a lot more. He's going to, if he's smart, he'll use the jab and he'll jab to the body. I know I'm reaching. Leave me alone. Don't go there. But anyway, I hope he jabs.
That's okay, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Keep jabbing all the shit, and I think he's going to shoot the right hand through his body too. I think he's going to change up levels with his right hand. I think he's going to have to show something, and he's not going to be hella wild. He's going to start throwing his right hand more straight and narrow. He's not going to be throwing a lot of looping shots. His right hand is going to be more down the center line and shit. So I think with that, I think Wilder is going to get him out of there. I think he's just going to make the right adjustments and get Tyson Fury out of there and become lineal WBC heavyweight champion, which makes it harder for an undisputed heavyweight champion. I don't want that, but I think that's how it's going to play out. Next.
Okay.
Go ahead, D.
Also me?
Go ahead, D. It's on you, D.
Listen here, man. My dude Fury finished what he did last time. He got cocky. That first knockdown, he got cocky. He let his hands down. He started playing in front of Wilder. And Wilder hit him behind the ear. But still, it counts as a knock. He's not coming in with none of that garbage. Here go another thing. Fury is way better conditioned than he was in that first fight. Way better condition. Man, Fury gonna pick that man apart. And I don't know about all that knockout stuff that Sugar and them talking about, but 12 rounds unanimous decision, bro. He gonna pick that man apart. Wilder can't box, bro.
Okay.
Wilder can't box. It's a boxer, a true boxer, an elite boxer in front of him, bro. This when you move up in competition, things change, bro. Things change. Fury, the only man that he fought in the top 5 ever. Just the only man he fought in the top 5 ever, and he couldn't get the job done. Wilder gonna lose that fight.
Okay, now I go. I think I'm leaning towards Fury. If he keeps up the same game plan as he did the last fight, I think he'd be okay. But I agree with D. Jefferson that Wilder will come in a lot more calmer this fight. And I agree with Boone, I should say. My apologies, Boone, that Wilder will come in more calmer this fight and look to be more surgical with the right hand. But when it's all said and done, I don't think there's going to be any knockout. I think it's going to be a 12-round fight again, a decision. And I think he's going to give it to Wilder.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. I think they're going to give it to Wilder a 12-round decision. Hey, for what we see from the WBC now, lately, it looked like I don't see why they're going to stop it. Y'all quiet as shit.
That was.
Yeah, I feel you, man. Hey.
Wow.
Hey, the thing is, I hear where y'all coming from. Every single one of y'all, man. The thing is, yeah.
Let me tell you.
It's a chance. It's a chance.
Let me elaborate.
It's a chance. I feel like.
Look,
go ahead, bro.
Let me elaborate. The real talk, the WBC is all over the world, but they are based in the Americas. And they will not want to lose. Even though they would get the money, some money, by being a Fury, a AJ fight in the UK and everything. But the money...
Oh, I can't wait to go.
I think the money that they'll get be American fighter.
I can't wait to go.
Here versus AJ, they think they'll get more of a cut and more of a slice of the pie. So, yeah, I think
Is it my turn?
If it goes to the cards, I think it's going to be Wilder again.
Yeah. All right, Andrew, you go. Andrew said he was gonna go last. So, all right, Two Hands, it's on you.
No, let Andrew go first, cause I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. Handle your business, Andrew.
Hey man, listen,
go ahead, Two Hands.
Go ahead, Two Hands. Go ahead.
Go to.
I'll tell you, Two Hands. Two Hands. I'll let you go. I'll let you go last, brother. I got a feeling of what you about to say, so I'm gonna let you go last. How about that? I'll let you go last. But check this out. I hear where y'all coming from. I hear where DT3 is. I hear where DT3 is coming from. I hear where my brother Myron Magnus coming from. I hear where my brother D Jefferson is coming from.
The thing is,
yes, I can't. Yeah, it's a money thing, and the thing is this. Honestly, I feel if it do go 12, I kind of had that feeling that they was going to give it to Wilder. You know what I'm saying?
They saving a big pay-per-view for Wilder for America's sake.
Right? Yeah, I kind of had that. I kind of had that feeling too. I kind of had that feeling too. I kind of had that feeling too. You know what I'm saying? That that's kind of how it's going in the direction it's going to go in. If Fury clearly beats Wilder, clearly outpoints him, clearly outbox him. To rob Fury in front of a lot of people, just to clearly rob Fury, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a bad look, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was to take place, if it was to happen, because it happened to a lot of fighters. It happened to plenty of other fighters. So it could be a chance they could rob Fury if it go 12 rounds. Yes, I kind of had that feeling as well. But I say Fury takes away Wilder weapon. He takes away Wilder weapon, the big right hand. He takes it away. Wilder's not. If Fury able to take it away, sticking and moving, good head movement, feinting, slipping, because he can move. He good. It's good footwork, good at working his jab, good at setting his punches up, very good counter puncher. Fury is a very good technical fighter, very smart. And I feel if he's able to take away Wilder's weapon, I know Wilder's going to try to set traps, try to be patient and set him up for that big right hand. But Fury is smart. He knows what he have to do. He's not going to play those games with Wilder. Trust me. He's just a better skilled boxer. He's not going to play those games with Wilder. But if Fury getting there playing around and not, I'm just being honest, he getting there playing around and Wilder end up catching him with that right hand, hurt Fury is over. It's a chance that could happen. But if Fury take away Wilder's right hand, Wilder's gonna have to box with Fury, because if Wilder don't box with Fury, if he's just only looking to load up and try to go for the knockout early and stuff, he's not gonna. There's no way he's gonna win that fight, because Fury has great head movement. Fury's gonna be avoiding that right hand. He know the game plan going into the fight. Fury's very smart. He knows what he have to do, and if he do it, he's gonna clearly beat Wilder. You know, honestly, Wilder gonna have to go in there and work on some things. Basically, work on using his jab a lot more. Be effective with his jab. You know, learn how to set up the big right hand using the jab, using great boxing skills. Because if he don't, he's not going to beat Fury. But if Fury slip, Fury can't make any mistakes. He got to be smart for 12 rounds. He end up making any type of mistake, well, it's over.
So, all right, two hands, go.
Man. man.
Going to brunch.
We talking about this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle chicken leg having baby fucking right arm brittle bitch boy, man. Now, a lot of people had this shit resonated in their goddamn brains that Deontay Wilder was gonna go out here and just put on a spectacular showing on February 22nd. When people have, it seems to leave people's mind what happened last year around the same time, I believe on December 8th, when they locked horns, when this nigga fought 2 tomato cans, sniffed about a quarter key, jumped up off the couch, came in there with a fucking with an uneducated young trainer, jumped in the ring with with pure ring rust, and danced on this nigga all night, allowed himself to get trapped on the corner, and played around and got caught in the hook, putting his hands down, being funny. So I don't see how anybody in 7 hells could see that the Deontay Wilder is going to come in against a prime Tyson Fury out of Crunk Gym, where he has studied several years under the tutelage of Emmanuel Stewart, now passed on to Javon Sugar Hill Stewart, who has had a success himself with his first champion in 2013, and Adonis Stevenson, and all of the tutelage that he had from his freaking uncle before that, fighting with statuesque heavyweight fighters who are groomed in that style with a precise power jab, long movement, long range, and stand out the way and being elusive. I'm speaking on 2 particular individuals, Vladimir Klitschko, and I'm speaking on Lennox Lewis. Now, Tyson Fury is already groomed in that style, and his cousin Andy Lee, which is a middleweight champion, is groomed in that style. So he already knows what it takes to be successful. So he is already in seek and destroy mode. It was already written, as Nas said. It was written that he already knew that this situation was going to happen. We got robbed on this. Well, he got robbed on December 8th. But when it comes to February 22nd, we got to look at what's going on here. The fucking PBC is only allowing Deontay Wilder to fight fluff PBC fighters. But when he got in the ring with a top-ranked fighter, it was a draw. Now we're on 50-50 playing fields where both individuals in Al Heyman and Bob Arum have to co-promote. So the decision is not even going to be, even if it came down to a decision, Deontay Wilder is going to get danced on. And and this is the one thing that I think people fail to fucking realize when they talk about Tyson Fury not being able to knock out Deontay Wilder. And if you haven't seen the video that I put on speaking on that subject, it's called The Reign is Over. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder has the fucking chin of a fucking baby deer. Single pane glass. He has been knocked down by individuals like Harold Sconius. Yeah, you just had to think about who the fuck that is, because I'm sure some of the people that are listening have no idea. He isn't a world beater. He is a fucking punching bag for a fucking little check. Deontay Wilder was knocked out by this man, knocked down by this man. So why wouldn't we think a prime Fury, 6'10", that's skilled on the inside and the outside, knows how to use his weight against you. Deontay Wilder has no inside game, doesn't even have the ability to fight off the back foot, panic, flails his arms in the backwards, flails his arms backward like he fighting like Shanae on a Martin episode, and gets completely lost and discombobulated in the ring. His poise is only controlled by sorry-ass fucking lazy opposition that can't do nothing against him. So yeah, if you got all the poise in the world when you're standing there with a 50-year-old fucking dinosaur and you ain't even got to throw 11 goddamn punches. We talking about a unified champion of the world who's been in there with the likes of Vladimir Klitschko, came out successful and fought opposition that Deontay Wilder's never seen. The boy can easily go to sleep, but the main thing is he's getting outboxed, he's getting embarrassed. The fucking title's going back over to fucking UK, and we can finally get an undisputed match, and we can put the talks of all this clown ass shit this nigga be on the bed. I'm done.
Hey man, the real talk. And I said this in the video, man. I said in the video, y'all gotta go back and y'all gotta go back earlier in Fury's career. He was knocking guys out. We talking about Tyson Fury when Tyson Fury was knocking guys out. I said it in the video. He was getting them guys out of there. And I said, honestly, don't be surprised if Tyson Fury was to end up TKO and Wilder. If he end up beating Wilder by TKO or KO, don't be surprised because he have done it before. And yes, Deontay Wilder's chin is questionable.
100%. And you want to know what I told people? What people fail to realize is Deontay Wilder has yet to fight elite opposition until he went up against who? Tyson fucking Fury. Proven elite opposition. Fucking Luis Ortiz has never even fucking held a belt. And when he had a chance to hold an interim fucking WBO, the bitch had so many, he was juiced to the fucking gills. Got that shit stripped before he even had the opportunity to hold it. But when he went up against Tyson Fury, what did he do? He got outboxed by an overweight Tyson Fury, danced on, floated like a butterfly, stung like a bee, beat his ass and left him swole up, and he walked away with his head held down because he knew he lost that fight and his own fucking organization saved him. Now you dealing with a guy who's not coming in playing with you. You can take all of the funny shit Fury does for fucking for fan excitement and all of that and to sell tickets, put all of that shit to the side. But when it comes down to the master plan Fury is laid, when it comes down to everything Fury is sought out to do, he has been doing that shit and he has been accomplishing it. And Deontay Wilder is the one piece standing in his way, and it's not a tough one at all. And he has made it very clear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he said, he looks at the nigga like a lemon and he's going to squeeze the motherfucker and make lemonade out of him. And it's been proven already. I just think this time it's going to be proven on the level to where it's going to hush a lot of conversations. And shit, it'll do me some fucking good because I stop having to comment to some of you sucker niggas.
Only thing that I got concerns with is Wilder hitting Fury in that scar tissue and cutting that eye open. If he does that, then we got problems. Because that ain't no damn Otto Wallin. You ain't gonna beat Wilder with one eye. Like he literally beat Otto Wallin with one eye. I mean, he kept rubbing the blood out. He couldn't really see. If that happens with Wilder, man, that's concerning for me right there.
Hey, D. But when Fury got that fucking when he got that nasty ass cut from Otto Wallin, what did he do? And what's the one thing that fucking Deontay Wilder can't do? How did he start to fight that fight when he got that eye cut?
He turned up, nigga.
He turned up on the inside. And what did he start doing? He started banging out the body, coming upstairs, fighting up close, didn't give him no fucking range, and shifted his angles on him every fucking chance he got and beat him from so many different angles where he couldn't see him, regardless of what was going on with his eye.
Right.
Deontay Wilder cannot handle that type of fucking pressure on the inside. He can't bang on the inside, and your power is nullified when somebody is at your chest. Man, Fury is going to watch this boy, man. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas, get like what?
Wilder, you right too, Mr. Two-Hand, because Wilder, everybody got to know that man need distance to land that right hand. He got to have distance.
And any fight Deontay Wilder's ever been in, nobody allows him to close distance. Why would you start off the fight trying to feel a person out from damn mid-range, giving him the ability to walk into his power or get in his power. If you're going to come in, man, get past the fucking right hand first and then get inside his fucking chest. Man, really, if you look at Wilder when he's in positions to where he has to fight a bully-style fight, where he has to get pressure when he's on the ropes, if Wilder can't come forward and charge at you, he can't do nothing with you. So if you put those other techniques that are involved in it, Wilder is a fucking fish out of water, drowning like shit, begging for a referee or somebody to save him. You know what I mean?
Fury right now.
Hold on.
Right.
Sorry,
and another thing people don't. And another thing people don't know.
How did Fury get exposed by Wallen? First of all, y'all got to stop hanging your heads on moral victories when it comes to knockdown. So Terrence Crawford got knocked down by Mean Machine in the first round. Does that make him a fucking sorry fighter? Does that take away from his elite pedigree? Does that take away from the fact that he's beat guys like fucking Vladimir Klitschko? Does that take away the fact that he fucking beat fucking Derek Chisora, fucking slumped Steve Cunningham, put him to fucking sleep, fucking basically called out the whole heavyweight division in his time before he was on coke and nobody wanted to take him on? Does that take away the fact that how did he get exposed? Because he got clipped one time? Everybody gets rocked. It's the fucking heavyweight division.
Go with that. So you saying that Otto Wilder exposed Fury, but Fury exposed Wilder?
Exactly.
Precisely.
That part. That part.
Then how do you say that a fighter got exposed by another fighter? But Terrell, you know nothing about Otto Wilder. So don't sit up here and act like you do, bro. You know nothing about him. You know nothing about the skills.
Exactly.
He was a prospect, bro.
Exactly,
so
bro.
You don't
exactly,
know
bro. And that's
they bad. You know nothing about it.
Exactly, bro.
Right.
And I'm gonna say,
prospect in Sweden.
And exactly, bro. And I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna
this, bro. Occasion. So,
and I'm gonna say this, bro. You know what I'm saying? People, yeah. The dude, Kevin, was able to drop Terrence Crawford, but you got to remember this guy had a lot. If I'm not mistaken, this guy had a lot of amateur fights, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. You know what I'm saying? The guy was a bomb. No, this guy has seen some more. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he forced Terrence Crawford to bring out the animal, bring out that beast, and bring on the pressure is showing you how dangerous of a fighter he is. It's showing you how skilled of a fighter he is. You know what I'm saying? But y'all not giving this man Kavaliauskas no credit. But y'all gotta remember what what the guy has. This guy's a bomb. Don't know anything about this guy. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't know anything about boxing. It was a bomb that Terrence Crawford fought. It was an easy fighter that Terrence Crawford. It was not an easy fighter. Was not an easy fight for Terrence Crawford. I did my homework on this guy, and I knew it wasn't gonna be an easy fight for Terrence Crawford. Because
Andrew, they can say whatever the fuck they want. He's a top 10 fucking fighter in the world, 2-time fucking Olympian, not a top 10 fighter fucking in the world, top 10 fucking welterweight in fucking all sanctioning fucking bodies and on fucking BoxRec. 5-star fucking fighter, number 1 in this fucking country, and he's number 14th in the world. Period. That's a fact.
And Mr. Two Hands, that's the fucking truth. You said about fucking.
That's the truth, bro.
My man said that about 20 times.
Bro,
that's true, bro.
I ain't gonna get over
that's
here.
True. That's true, bro.
I'm not gonna talk about it, but we're gonna be serious here. I'm tired of all of these dudes when they fucking disrespect great fucking fighters because you might not like Anthony Joshua, or you might not like fucking Tyson Fury, or whatever. You might not like Bud Crawford. You might be pro PBC. All that they do is they try to hang their fucking hats on these fucking bullshit fucking fanny nanny ass fucking moral victories like because a dude got knocked down. Okay, so basically you trying to tell me Tyson Fury is trash because he got knocked down twice by Deontay Wilder. How is that? That's your moral victory? He lost the fucking fight. You can't say he's an undefeated fighter. You can't say he's moving with an undefeated streak when he's got a blue streak on his fucking record. Y'all got to stop that. Y'all try to take away fucking victories from fighters because he might have to go through it every once in a while.
I'm gonna kill that Otto Whalen shit right now. I just did my research, man. Otto Whalen was a very accomplished athlete.
Thanks, bro.
He won the Swedish Youth National Championship.
Exactly, bro.
He got bronze in that in 2009. He won the Ruska.
Exactly, bro.
He got a silver in the Swedish National Championships at super heavyweight. Mind you, this is all at heavyweight and super heavyweight. At the Harngiri Box Cup, he got the silver in London. At another at the Ruska tournament, he got the silver in super heavyweight. At the Swedish National Championships in 2011, he got the bronze at super heavyweight. The Nordic Championships, he got silver at super heavyweight. The Argus Soccer tournament, he got the gold in 2011. And then he fought again in the Harngiri Box Cup. He got the gold. That was in London. Then he fought again in the Riga Open tournament. He got the gold in that in 2011. So he got 2 gold. He did 2 tournaments in 2011 where he got the gold. Actually, 3, 4. I'm sorry. He did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tournaments. He got bronze, silver, gold, gold, gold. And then he did the GB tournament, and he got the bronze in that in 2012. And that's his amateur career. He's an accomplished amateur, bro.
Exactly, bro.
I gotta stop you right there. D. Terrell Knox just said Crawford got hit way too much in the fight. If he takes flush shots like that from Errol Spence, it's over for him. First of all, this is the thing. Like that all of you fucking casual fucking stands, y'all push so many narratives about the Terrence Crawford fucking Errol Spence shit. This is the fucking thing right here, right? Terrence Crawford went out there and fought that fight that way to prove a point. He showed you a different style to his game. He didn't fucking sit there and box him. He fucking fought him at a bully style. He fought a bully style, got knocked down on the ground, turned around and put him on the ground 3 times and ate his shots. So he shows you he has a chin against one of the best punches at 147. Because you don't know that, you're gonna fucking sit up there and say some fucking disingenuous fucking factless shit like that. But the fact of the matter is, Terrence Crawford showed you that he can walk him down, fucking abuse him, walk through his fucking punches, and fucking stop them bitches with his hands and knock him out. He put him on the floor 3 times and retained his fucking belt. What else can you say about that? Errol fucking Spence.
Why is it that, like that comment,
bro?
How come every time these guys make
much love respect, my brother,
about somebody getting hit too much, why don't they apply that same logic to Deontay Wilder and to Errol Spence? Because they get hit an awful lot, bro. Y'all don't apply that same logic to them.
If you want to come with that, Errol Spence is getting hit a lot against Sean Porter. So what is you saying? So what is y'all saying? Errol Spence, y'all talking all this trash, but y'all don't know nothing. Errol Spence got hit a lot against Sean Porter. So what you saying?
Errol Spence was getting schooled by a broken fucking Carol Brook before he got the fucking knockout. Let's be serious here, people. Errol Spence is not the guy you say he is.
Exactly, bro. Facts, bro.
What does Errol Spence really have on his record? You got a punch-drunk Lamar Peterson that already was fucking destroyed after he got beat by Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley pretty much took his soul from him. Then you beat who? Chris Algieri? Come on, bro. That was his claim. That's what he said. That was out of his mouth. His best opponent was Chris Algieri. Give me a freaking break. What else? So you got you unified. So you're a unified champion. But with who? Sean Porter? Okay. Sean. How many people Sean Porter done lost to? And Sean Porter beat you that match, if you want to be perfectly honest, and just got robbed for the belt. Errol Spence is not that guy. I've been trying to tell people since the beginning.
Exactly, bro. And Mr. Two Hands, I'm gonna clear it up about the Cal Brook situation. Cal Brook could not continue because he couldn't see out of his eye.
Exactly.
That's why he couldn't continue.
Andrew.
So what the hell is y'all talking about?
Because when he fought Cal Brook just went up to, correct me if I'm wrong, 160 to fight fucking Triple G. Triple G bodied his ass and fucking basically dismantled and broke his orbital bone and sent his ass packing right back down to motherfucking 147 to fight Errol Spence.
I don't have to
facts, bro. Facts.
I don't say nothing. I can just sit back and just like, yeah, what he said.
Facts, bro. Facts, bro. Like when y'all gotta come better. Listen, bro. We ain't playing with y'all. Y'all gotta come better, bro. Y'all gotta come better.
Look, I don't even at this point, bro, I don't even really want to address the whole little Arrow Carol Brooks shit because at the point this over and done with, nothing we can do about it. We can go back. We just gonna basically be agreeing and disagreeing for the majority of the show. We're just gonna be going back and forth about the same shit. You gonna notice we're just gonna go back and forth saying the same shit over and over again in different ways. We don't need to do all that. We know what's up. We're gonna move on to a whole nother topic, a whole nother situation. We got 60 people in the building, only 40 likes, man. Get the likes up. You know what I mean?
Man. Y'all get them likes up, man.
Look, man,
y'all get them likes up, man. Most definitely, y'all get them likes up.
When it comes to y'all coming to the channel, bro, y'all got 4 charismatic, live-ass niggas in here. Y'all already know how I bring it. Y'all know how DT3 give it the fuck up. You know how D, Speak Your Mind Sports Talk, give it the fuck up. You know how Andrew Tucker's World give it the fuck up. Y'all already know every second of every fucking minute of fucking these live streams, y'all getting that energy y'all need. It ain't no fucking bullshit and we kicking that braille. Man, look, y'all, we support y'all, support us. And without y'all, we ain't shit. But yeah, man, look, and once again, man, for every 200 likes, man, I'm giving out official 2 hands up toasters. So get them likes up.
Okay, all right, Terrell, hold up. I ain't said nothing. It's been 2 hands. And it's been Andrew been eating the hell out of you. Hold on, let me eat. I'm hungry now, man. Y'all got me hungry out here. I need to eat too. Shit, y'all got me fucked up. Okay, check this out. Get
that DT.
Green Machine was a damn cab driver. Otto Whalen was a damn dishwasher. Y'all praising Fury, but like they didn't get exposed and cherry picks gone wrong. Now,
all right. So
who your favorite fighters are?
Kill it like this. Who is the best person? Who is the best fighter that any of those guys you talking about fought on their record? Fucking Terrell. Who's the best fighter?
Yeah, and let me say this.
About Tyson Fury. Who's the best fighter on those guys' records?
Let me say this, Mr. Two Hands. Terrell, you talking about some y'all praising Fury and Bud like they didn't get exposed and the cherry pick gone wrong. Oh, so Wilder didn't cherry pick Fury? Because he thought that was an easy fight with him coming up off the couch. Now, go ahead and act like that ain't the truth. He tried to cherry pick Fury and couldn't win. He couldn't win on a cherry pick. At least those 2 won.
That's the truth. So that's the truth, my nigga. That is the truth.
Wilder tried to
cherry pick Fury.
Fucking win.
That is the truth. That is the truth, bro. Real talk. That is the truth.
Bust y'all fucking bubble. Since D went right there, and I was talking to DT3 on the phone about this shit early. Y'all motherfuckers don't even know the position that y'all put y'all so-called favorite heavyweight fighter in. Because Deontay Wilder went over there fighting fucking Tyson Fury, he cherry-picked Tyson Fury thinking he was going to get that win and that knockout easy. He didn't know that type of Fury was going to come in the ring, and he still had the mindset, and he still had the footwork, the hand speed, the capabilities to move around and hit and not get hit. He didn't know that Fury was still in him. So when he fought that Fury, he realized he wrote a check his ass can't cash. So now your homeboy Deontay Wilder has to wear his fucking his very thin fucking career, weigh his fucking very thin career out on his scales. You want to know why? Because he has to choose between 1 or 2. He can't. He definitely don't want Anthony Joshua because that's a definite fucking knockout. So he has to take Fury because what else is he going to do? It's too late now. The WBC done ordered it. He can't back out of it. The first time Fury backed out of the first time the WBC ordered it. Now Fury isn't backing out and the contract is signed. So he has to take that fight. And when he loses that fight, he loses that belt. And if he goes back and does the trilogy again, by the way he's going to lose, he's going to lose even in more spectacular fashion. So I want to know how many of y'all are going to be screaming Bomb Squad or how many of y'all are going to be shedding some fake-ass internet gangster tears out this motherfucker. Don't become Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fans then because the niggas going to get washed.
Real talk. Real talk, bro.
Go back right quick.
Real talk.
Let me get Kenneth Gordon right quick. Let me get this. Go back to that comment before. So Kenneth Gordon says he didn't lose either. Talk about Wilder. And then he says, what the fuck are we talking about? Bro, am I speaking English right here? If y'all going to throw cherry picks, at least you win a cherry pick fight. So it doesn't matter if Fury didn't win. Listen, Fury didn't cherry.
Facts, bro.
He came up off the
Facts.
couch, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? He came up off the couch. Your boy Wilder cherry picked him and couldn't win a fucking cherry pick fight. So what are you talking about? At least Crawford won your so-called cherry pick fight. At least Fury won your so-called cherry pick fight. Wilder did not win his cherry pick fight. So what are you talking about, Kenny Gordon?
Exactly.
Fucking Tyson Fury has Wilder's whole heart. And I don't think people really understand how bad it's going to be for Wilder and why Wilder doesn't even stand a chance to win on top of the prime conditioning, on top of the fucking training Fury is fucking going back to receiving at this time. Those press conferences are going to hurt Wilder in the worst way because Fury is going to talk about all of the shit that he felt about the first fight. Fury's going to talk about all of the fucking opposition Deontay Wilder's went up against once again. And what did Wilder do? He lost his fucking cool several times until this day. Now he made a t-shirt out of the fact that people was clowning his ass from him trying to make this shit a whole racial situation. Deontay Wilder does not know how to deal with himself with Fury because Fury is light years ahead of Deontay Wilder when it comes to mental warfare. There are certain things that Fury has studied when it comes to mental warfare that Wilder has never had, that Wilder has never even had a fucking course in. And that's the fucking bad part because, you know what I mean? And the rules of engagement, man, the art of war is very important and how you deal with your opponent. Fury is a very strategic guy. Smile all day, but a smooth fucking gangster. And he proved it in the last press conference and it did dirt to fucking Wilder and it really crippled his fucking performance, even though he had no skill set. But this time, oh my God, I'm just like, how can anybody think that he has a chance with a prime Fury? These guys are going for the knockout, and I truly believe that they can get it.
And then I'm going to say this, bro.
Fury can lay his weight on him in the seventh, from the sixth to fucking eighth round, Fury lay his weight on him and abuse him with them inside shots, rubbing them fucking forearms up in there, and then hit him with that fucking hook across the face, drop him across them fucking ropes. Man, I'm telling you, Fury is a tactician in the ring. He knows when all else fucking fails, and then sense of urgency, he can use his weight. And it's always played a major part in his success as well. But with Wilder, you only need so much. But he's going to use everything and leave nothing on the table. There's no room for a drawing for Fury in this fight.
And I agree, Mr. Two Hands Up. I'm gonna say this, and he's working with Emmanuel Stewart's son, bro. So he's right. So these guys, what these guys do, they specialize in making fighters even more superior counterpunchers. And they specialize in defense and all those other things too. Fury's already fundamentally sound, but he's gonna become even more superior with his counterpunching. Just watch. He's gonna take it. I promise you, Fury is gonna come with the right game plan to take away Wilder's weapon. Because Wilder is gonna only he's gonna be looking to load up and try to go for the kill early. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna come with the wrong game plan, and it's not gonna work. Fury is going to take away this man's big right hand, that lethal, aka lethal weapon, aka whatever you want to call it. He's going to take away the hammer, and when he take away the hammer, Fury is going to, once he take it away from Wilder, Wilder is not going to be able to do anything else. So what Fury going to do? He's going to do like he did the first fight. He's going to embarrass him, work that jab, work off the jab, come with little combinations, get in and get out, get in, fight in on the inside, get out, fight on the inside, move side to side, good lateral movement, good movement. He's going to frustrate Wilder, bro. I'm telling you, he's going to frustrate him. And if Wilder can't land that big right hand, ain't nothing else he got. I'm sorry. Ain't nothing else.
That's it. And I mean, with a guy like Tyson Fury, man, with a student of the game and a guy that really this is the thing, man. Tyson Fury is 6'10", man. So he has so much more reach and so much more height on Wilder to stay away from his right hand, or if he wanted to use his inside skill, get inside his fucking right hands and zap the fucking ability to have strength on him at the edge of it. But Fury can just stay on the side, dance, jab, punish him with a stiff jab all night. Man, Wilder is so light on his feet. Fury gonna come in so heavy, regardless of the pot, man, regardless of people saying Fury don't have no power. Fury is a 6'10", 200 fucking plus 300 pound man. He gotta have some power in there. There's power in there.
Yeah.
It's just not that far. Right. It might not be as exciting as you want it to be. But when a nigga tap you on your chin in the heavyweight division, you gonna feel it.
Right here, and these couple of these other cats, man, EJ J.R. King and Terrell and all that with this whole little, regardless, he put him on his back in his pockets the first fight and all that. Bro, he still didn't win the fight. All right, we ain't trying to find little stuff for your favorite fighter. All right, we know you fans of Deontay Wilder more than you fans of the sport of boxing. We understand that. We get that very well. We understand that no matter what you coming with, because we gonna debunk you all day long. Y'all can sit there and be chat warriors and leave comment after comment after comment, because every comment you leave, we have something to shit on you about. All right. So you know what I'm saying? I don't really have that much time to shit on every comment y'all leave, because my babies need to take their goddamn nap. So either way, bro, I'm finna kill all that shit right here, right now, before we get the fuck up out of here. All it is Tyson Fury has the potential to beat Wilder this fight. He's coming in better, even though I'm still picking Wilder to win, because I do believe he's going to be more patient. But if he sleep on Tyson Fury in the slightest this time, because he's actually training with people that's going to make him better. I see why he left Ben Davison in the first place, because the people he's training with know more about the art form of boxing better than Ben Davison. Straight up. Can't take that away from him. All right? So he's going to be added to more tools in his toolbox. All right? So if y'all sitting there thinking that what Fury did the first time was something, if Fury don't get put on his ass, if Fury's on his feet, if that fight go 12 rounds and Fury's still on his feet, Fury win. All Fury got to do is box his ears off for 12 rounds, which he can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not discrediting Wilder. I'm reading the comments as they come in. I never discredit Wilder. That's y'all that say that. That's in y'all mouth. That's in y'all heads that I discredit Wilder. Y'all just don't want to hear the truth when it comes to y'all, because y'all don't like the truth when y'all hear it. But if Wilder takes Fury for granted at any given moment in this time while he's fighting him, he can get caught with some hot shit. Fury does have the potential to put Wilder on his ass if he catch him with too many clean punches. All right? The man, like Two Hands said, the man ain't 6'10" for nothing, okay? I do say Fury got pillows for hands. I do make jokes about that, but I know if Fury puts them paws on you, because he stumbled Otto Wallin a few times. He stumbled Otto Wallin a couple of times, had him almost on Wobble Street. So I do think if Fury gets on Wilder in the way he should, boxing his ears off, he can get him out of there if he fights the smart fight. All right? But still, all this narrative stuff y'all pushing, how y'all can't accept the fact that Wilder didn't win either, and no matter how y'all want to look at it, just because you get knocked down twice in the fight, that don't mean you win the fight. Y'all still don't want to get that up, because it's a lot of fights that could have went different if we based it on that logic. If we based the fights on, oh, it takes 10 seconds and not a 10 count, a lot of fighters would have won fights that they actually lost. All right? So y'all need to cut that shit out, all right? From the jump, from this 10-second shit, and from Fury getting knocked down twice. The thing is, Fury showed grit of a true champion. Y'all don't even want to accept the fact that Wilder got knocked down and got back up. That shows heart of a true champion. That's what y'all should be on. Y'all should be happy that Wilder got knocked down and got the fuck back up and still maintained himself. Y'all should be preaching that shit, but y'all too ashamed to say Wilder got knocked down because of who he got knocked down by. So y'all too shitty to be real with yourselves. But Tyson Fury got knocked down twice by Wilder and got back up. And every time Wilder knocked him down, what did Fury do when he got back up? Whooped Wilder's ass and put them goddamn paws on that man. So you got to give Fury his respect. The fact that he got knocked down and he got back up showed true grit, shows what it takes to be a real champion. And yet and still, since y'all don't want to give Wilder the credit for doing that, I ain't finna do it. So Wilder ain't even shown he really got true grit, because he ain't fought a real fighter that's really finna push him to the test. So kiss my ass.
Yo, check this out, bro.
Real talk, bro. Real talk.
Check this out. It's just three things these dudes just said. Terrell, Knox, and Kenny. First, he talked about the unified champion. And he talked about unifying because Fury lineal champion. So I'm going to just let that sink in. Whatever with you, Terrell Knox. But with Kenny, man, he says, what are we going to say when Wilder wins? We're going to say the same thing we usually say. We're going to tell the truth, bro. Period. If Wilder wins, we're going to sit up here and tell the truth. Here's the difference between us and some of those other guys. I'm not going to put this on you, Kenny, but I'm going to say this, Kenneth Gordon. When our guys lose, we tell the truth. When their guys lose, they come up with bullshit narratives. Paid to lose. The fight flipped. His hand was hurt. He had the wrong trainer. So if if Wilder wins, we're gonna do what we usually do because y'all only come in here when we put up videos entitled that says something against Wilder. Y'all don't come up in here when we talking good stuff about Wilder. I have videos on my channel talking good stuff about Wilder. I never see y'all. Get this smoke he might do, but I never see him when I'm talking good stuff about Wilder. The only time y'all show up is when y'all see a title or description of a video that's going against Wilder. What we're going to do is tell the truth. I have consistently said so many times that Wilder is in the top 5. If we're disrespecting him, how do we put him in the top 5? See, we just tell the truth. And you, like Jack Nicholson said, you can't handle the truth. That's what it is.
That being said, man, we're going to call it a show. We got my boy D. Jefferson. I want to thank him for sliding in. I want to thank my boy Andrew for taking the time out. He took more time than I asked him for. That's my dog, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. You gave me more time. I just said 2 minutes, and he just said, and I'm going to stick with my dogs. You know what I'm saying? And I also want to shout out to Bruce Vane for sliding in the chat, for letting everybody, showing everybody that we dogs, all the shit. And of course, you already know my boy Two Hands in the building. We got a show coming up. We finna do some rapping after we do this stream. We're finna do some rapping about coming up with a name for the show and all that. And I want to thank all 3 of you guys for coming on. Appreciate it. We're gonna be doing this more often. Get used to it. All work is easy work. You know what I mean? So, and I want to thank everybody in the chat, LDBC fanboys, EJ King Jr., Kenneth Gordon. I know Kenneth Gordon ain't LDBC, but I want to thank all y'all for coming in. Y'all keep the chat live. Y'all keep the debates going. So I want to appreciate you guys for coming in. Regardless of all the shit I may talk, you guys still keep the boxing talk going. You still keep the streams going. So without y'all, even though I talk my trash about y'all, without y'all, we still can't keep this shit rolling. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all just like we need the people to love us too. You know what I'm saying? So I want to show my appreciation to EJ Junior King, Kenneth Gordon, Terrell Knox for coming in to give us some debate work, some things to talk about, you know what I'm saying, and supporting their favorite fighters, man. Shout out to my girl, Monique Thompson, man, first lady of the NBBC and my channel. I want to thank everybody for sliding through, man. I appreciate you. And if you haven't done it, go subscribe to all of our channels, Andrew Tucker's World, D. Jefferson Speaking Mind Sports Talk, and D. Jefferson's Debate Cage. And you already know you got to subscribe to my boy, Mr. Two Hands Up. Bah, bah. And before I cut out here, you already know what I got to do, man. As my man Two Hands say, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. 100, y'all.
Man, all right, man. All right, DT, man. Love you, man.